Good morning. Let us discuss a few problems from the topic rate of change. First question. The diagram shows a right circular cone with radius 10 cm and height 30 cm. The cone is initially completely filled with water. Water leaks out of the cone through a small hole at the vertex at a rate of 4 cubic centimeter per second. Show that the volume of water in the cone, which is V centimeter cube, when the height of the water is h centimeter, is given by the formula V is equal to pi h cube over 27, and also find the rate of change of h when h is equal to 20. So you can identify the diagram here. There is a container of radius 10 centimeter and height 30 centimeter. Initially it was completely filled with water. Yes, initially it was completely filled with water, but as there is a water leaks, and the water leaks at a rate of 4 cubic centimeter per second. Now the height of the water became h. Okay, and as we do not know the radius of this water level, let's assume that one as r, and let's see how to do this question. When you check these type of problems, the main issue you find is to find the equation, whether the volume or surface area or area. As per the question, the diagram shows a right circular cone with radius 10 cm and height 30 cm. The cone is initially completely filled with water. Water leaks out of the cone through a small hole at the vertex at a rate of 4 cm cube per second. So here you can find a cone of height 30 cm and radius 10 cm. Now in this cone you could find a water level of height h centimeter, and we do not know the radius. Let it be r. So in this question, the question is completely related with this water level and the shape of this water. Okay, you know the shape of this water is same as the shape of the container. Okay, now our first question is to show that volume is equal to pi h cubed by 27. This is not the volume of the container, but the volume of the water in the container. Okay, so the volume of water in the container, you can see this is water, so its volume is, as it is in the shape of a cone, you know the volume of a cone is 1 by 3 pi r squared h. As per our dimensions, h is the height and r is the radius. So the volume is 1 by 3 pi r squared h. 1 by 3 pi r squared h. Okay, but we have to convert this formula into pi h cube by 27. Pi h cube by 27. That means we have to find a proper value for r. We have to find a proper value for r in terms of h. For that, what shall we do? Okay, so here not only the knowledge of AS level required, we need the knowledge from IGCSE classes also. And let us think about a topic from IGCSE which is known as similarity. Similar objects. So here you could find two objects which are similar. One is this container. One is the total container, which radius 10 centimeter and height 30 centimeter. And the second one is this volume of water, shape of water. Shape of water. is r and height h. When you look at these two shapes, both are similar in shapes because this is formed from this. So both are similar. Okay. So as per similarity, if two shapes are similar, their corresponding sides are in proportion. If two shapes are similar, remember, if two shapes are similar, their corresponding sides are in proportion. Okay, so the sides are in proportion. So let's make the proportionality of sides. So we get 10, which is the corresponding side of 10. Here it is r. So 10 by r. What do you mean by that? If two solids or two shapes are in proportion, the two shapes are similar, their corresponding sides are in proportion. What do you mean by proportion? Means the ratio of corresponding sides are equal. So the ratio of the sides are proportion. The ratio of the sides are equal. That means 10 by r is equal to height is 30. Its corresponding is h here. So we get 30 by h. Now from this we have to find a value for r. Let's cross multiply. So we get 10h is equal to 30r. Cross multiply. So that we get r is equal to 10h by 30. That is h by 3. 10 and 30 cancel. We get h by 3. So what is the value of r? H by 3. That you have to substitute in this. So that we get. So this is the first initial work you have to do. Okay. So let's make it in a proper way. The container and the shape of water are similar. Hence 10 by r or r by 10. Anyways you can make it. Okay. 10 by r is equal to, we have taken 10 on the numerator, so 30 should be the numerator here. 30 by h, it implies 30r is equal to 10h, or r is 10h by 30, which is equal to h by 3. Okay, therefore what we want? The volume of water. Volume of water is, volume of water in the container is same as shape of the container. Shape of the container is cone, so volume of water is 1 by 3 pi r squared h. That is equal to 1 by 3 pi of r squared, that is h by 3 the whole square, because r is h by 3, into h. That is equal to 1 by 3 pi into, sorry, it's square, no? H squared by 9 into h. That is equal to pi h cubed by 27. This is the answer we require. Okay. Second part of the question is, find the rate of change of h when h is equal to 20. So we want the rate of change of h. What we require? The rate of change of h with respect to time. So we want rate of change of h, that is dh by dt, when h is equal to 20. And in the question it is mentioned that water leaks out the cone through a small hole at the vertex at a rate of 4 centimeter cube per second. Water leak outs at a rate of 4 centimeter cube per second. So a volume of water is leaking out at a rate of 4 centimeter cubes per second. So this stands for a rate of change of volume with respect to time. So we can say this one as dV by dt is 4. Okay, but when we consider this rate of change of volume with respect to time, is this volume increasing or decreasing? The question, it says that the water is leaking. That means the volume is decreasing. That means there is a rate of change of volume in the decreasing way. That means this dV by dt is -4. Okay, so that you have to take care very well, because when a rate of change is increasing, the value is positive, gradient is positive, and when a rate of change is decreasing, the value becomes negative. Okay, we want dH by dt. You know, dH by dt can be expressed as dH by dV multiplied by dV by dt, because here we have only three concepts, which is H, V and T, that is dH, dV, dt. So with these three, how do we connect dH by dt? Is you have to connect these two, dH by dV multiplied by dV by dt. Okay, you know dV by dt is -4. So now we need to calculate dH by dV. For that, let's take the equation of volume. Volume is equal to pi h cubed by 27. So dV by dH is equal to 3 pi h square by 27. That's equal to pi h squared by 9. That is dV by dH. At h is equal to 20, when h is equal to 20, dV by dH becomes pi into 20 square, that is 400 pi by 9. That's enough, no need to make any change in that. 400 pi by 9, no need to change it into decimal or anything. Okay, so now we can write dH by dt is equal to dH by dV multiplied by dV by dt. You know dV by dH is 400 pi by 9. So what will be dH by dV? It's 1 by dV by dH, or the reciprocal of dV by dH you have to take for this. So it becomes 9 by 400 pi multiplied by dV by dt is -4. So we get 4 and 400 get cancelled, we get 100, so that we get -9 by 100 pi as the rate of change of time, rate of change of height with respect to time. Okay. Question. A paint is poured into a flat surface and a circular patch is formed. The area of the patch increases at a rate of 5 centimeters square per second. Find in terms of pi, that is first question, find in terms of pi the radius of the patch after 8 seconds. And question B is find in terms of pi the rate of increase of the radius after 8 seconds. Okay, so this is nothing but paint is poured into a surface, a flat surface, so that a circular shape is formed. Okay, and that shape gets increased every second. So with what area it gets increased? 5 centimeters square per second increase is happening. So here a time is mentioned as 8 seconds. So after 8 seconds, what change happens to this area? That is the question. Okay, let's see the answer. In this question, a paint is poured into a flat surface and a circular patch is formed. So the shape formed is a circle. Okay. The area of the patch increases at a rate of 5 centimeters square per second. So there is a rate of change in area of the circular path. So every second there is an increase in area. So what is that increase in area? Rate of change of area is 5 centimeter square per second. Every second 5 centimeter square is increasing. That is meant by that. Okay. Then first question is, find in terms of pi the radius of the patch after 8 seconds. So in this question, what you can identify is, we want the radius after 8 seconds. So in every second there is an increase in the area, 5 centimeter square increase in the area. So each second there is an increase in the area. So what will be the area after 8 seconds? In each second 5 centimeter square is increasing. So after 8 seconds it will be 8 times 5 centimeter square, that is 40 centimeter square. So after 8 seconds the area of the patch is 40 centimeter square. And you know the formula for area, as the patch is in the shape of a circle, formula for area is pi r squared, that is equal to 40 centimeter square. So here we get r squared is 40 divided by pi, and r is square root of 40 divided by pi. Just read the question. We want the radius of the patch, that is r. Now we need to simplify it. Root of 40 is 2 root 10. Square root of 40 is 2 root 10, which is square root of 4 times 10. Square root of 4 is 2 root 10. So it can be written as 2 root 10 by pi as result. In the next question, what is our question? Find in terms of pi the rate of increase of the radius after 8 seconds. So as per this question, we need to calculate the rate of increase of radius. That means we want dr by dt. Okay. In the question, it is mentioned that the rate of increase of area is 5. Rate of increase of area is 5. It's already mentioned in the question. Per second. That is what dy by dt. Okay. And let's make a plan. You know, dr by dt can be written as dr by dA multiplied by dA by dt. So this dA by dt is already 5. Now we require dr by dA. Okay. For that, we know area is equal to pi r squared. Area is pi r squared. That implies r square is a divided by pi, or r is square root of a by pi. So as we want to differentiate it, we need to make it in standard form as 1 by root pi into root I can be written as a raised to 1 by 2. Square root of a by p can be written as square root of a divided by square root of pi, that is 1 by root pi. Now if you differentiate it with respect to a, we get 1 by root pi of 1 by 2 a raised to 1 by 2 minus 1. That is 1 by root pi of 1 by 2 a raised to minus 1 by 2, which is equal to a raised to minus 1 by 2 is 1 by a raised to 1 by 2. That means 1 by root of a. 1 by root pi times 1 by 2 times a raised to minus 1 by 2 is 1 by root a. That is 1 by, these two roots can be combined. We get 2 root pi a. This is dr by dA, dr by dA. Okay, but we want dr by dA after 8 seconds. So just to think, the initially area was increasing by 5 centimeter square per seconds. So after 8 seconds, what is the area? The first second it was 5. So after 8 seconds it will be 5 times 8. It will be 40 now. So this area becomes 40. So let's replace that. I'm writing here. So dr by dA becomes 1 by 2 root pi into 40. Remember how you got this 40, okay? That is 40 is 2 root 10. So we get 1 by 2 times 2, root 40. Root of 40 is root of 4 times 10. Root of 4 is 2, 2 root 10. This 2 and this 2 get multiplied. So dr by dA is equal to 1 by 2 root pi times 40, but 40 can be written as 2 root 10. So this 2 and 2 get cancelled, or we can make it as 1 by 2 root pi into root 40 can be written as 2 root 10, which is equal to 1 by 4 root 10 pi. Root pi into root 10. This is dr by dA. So here careful calculation is required. That's it. Other than that, every work is similar to any of other rate of change questions. But this is not the answer. We want the answer as dr by dt. So let's calculate dr by dt now. We got all the required items. So dr by dt can be calculated as dr divided by dA multiplied by dA by dt, which is equal to dr by dA is here 1 by 4 root 10 pi multiplied by dA by dt is 5. So we get the answer as 5 by 4 root 10 pi as answer. So increase of radius is 5 by 4 root 10 pi centimeter per second. So we can write that as result. So increase of radius is 5 by 4 root 10 pi centimeter per second as answer. Okay.